Hey everyone, welcome back to another review here at the Boots and Whiskey Podcast. My name is Jim. As always, I am your host. Little thing, we did the PBR Velocity Tour this past weekend. You saw some of those highlights and those clips on our Instagram, and I threw some up on our Facebook page. I wanted to talk about that today and give you a perspective of our whole time. So me and my buddy Matt from Matthew Allen Photography, he joined me to take some absolutely amazing pictures. So I'm going to put some on this video at the end and check those out. They're gorgeous. Matt did an absolute incredible job, as he always does. So Matt, thank you for that. And Matt's also going to be a partner of this show here for whenever we do stuff and we can get that sort of photo pass credit. Matt will be the one to do our pictures for us because taking pictures on a cell phone blows. So PBR Velocity Tour, Worcester, Massachusetts, February 26th. We did this. So this past Saturday night. Very cool. My first ever PBR experience. I want to thank the folks over at PBR for inviting us and having us there to cover all the action. It was awesome. I didn't know what to expect going into this at all. I've seen things on TV and movies and all that kind of thing, but it's not really like that. It's not what I imagined it was going to be. It was actually better than what I thought it was going to be. The athleticism, the work ethic, these guys are badass. People talk about hockey players, and hockey players are badass, right? But bull riders, holy shit. People may comment about, they only have to be on the bull for 8 seconds, blah, blah. Like, bro, you wouldn't last 0.1 second on a bull, let alone 8. It was incredible to see what goes into it. We were close, so we were able to see the riders get on the bull go through the chutes, everything. Was just really cool. I wish I would have known more about the point system and how everything worked going in. Still learning about that sort of thing, which has been really fascinating and cool for me. But yeah, it was definitely something I want to continue to do every time PBR comes to the area. I know they don't come often because of where we are and stuff up here in the Providence, Worcester, Boston area. But every time they come, I would love to do that again. The night started out really cool. So we had to go through security. We got our media credentials. I don't know if you saw that on our social medias. And then they were just like, here you go. Here's the section you're going to be in. Have a great time. Which was awesome. I thought it was going to be really rigid and you can only do this. And, because for concerts, when you do reviews or you do pictures, the rule is you get the first 3 songs, typically. So I wasn't sure if it was going to be like that or not. I didn't honestly expect to be able to, for Matt to shoot the whole night. And he did. And he, like I said, he killed it. So we were in our section, in our row, first row, right there. So you couldn't get a better seat in the house. We were able to see, the whole thing perfectly. With that being said, though, I kind of wish we were up a few rows because, you might lose something being that close. I know that sounds silly, but you do. When you're at a concert or whatever and you're in the front row, let's be real. It sounds like shit. You can't really hear all these things, right? You miss little nuances. That's why, maybe it's because I'm getting older, but I really enjoy being back a little bit for shows. But that's just me. So we were up front. I actually think, after saying that, I think it was perfect that we were up front because we were able to get Matt was able to get some really good shots. I got some shots on my phone. There's some videos I'm going to attach here that I want you to see. The opening, some rides. The opening was awesome. The place goes dark. They light the ground on fire and the PBR logo comes out. It was really cool, you know, and then the riders come through and walk through it, and it was awesome. It was really cool to see. And then it was like showtime, you know, it was on Pluto TV. I know they've replayed it a couple of times, so if you get a chance, check it out. It was a great show. You know, there's so much I could say. The night goes on, and there wasn't many, you know, 8-second rides, but there were enough. There were, I don't know, I think 5 or 6, maybe 8. I think there was 8. You know, that's out of a roster of, you know, 50 people, let's say. So it was cool. It was really cool. It was presented by Pendleton Whiskey. Haven't had them yet. So if you have had them, leave a comment below. Let me know how it is. Maybe we'll do a review of Pendleton soon. You know, it's becoming readily available, around here. So yeah, anyway, I digress. So the night goes on, and ride after ride after ride. We did see a pretty gnarly thing where a bull came up, the rider was on the ground, the bull stomped on the rider, and the rider just gets up like nothing happens. I would still be lying in the middle of the Worcester Centrum floor if that happened to me. I'd be dead. I would be a dead son of a bitch, because I wouldn't be able to handle that. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool and crazy. I really don't know what more to say about this. You know, the Mark Merritt, the Matt Merritt, the in-ring clown. I don't know. That's hard. That's a harsh term, clown. Face makeup was kind of like the comic relief of the night. He was awesome. He was so good. I guess he has a podcast. I gotta check that out. But you know, it was awesome. We interacted with him a little bit. He called Matt an idiot. It was awesome. Yeah, it was super cool. We got to hang out a little bit. We talked with the bullfighters. Those guys were super cool. Those guys have. Don't tell anybody I said this, but they may have a harder job than the riders themselves. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass, right? But it was incredible what they were able. They literally get in between a goddamn bull and the rider, so the bull doesn't go after the rider, so they go after them. It was unbelievable. Like, I made the hockey analogy, and you know, I know some people are going to see this and be like, well, hockey players are tough. And they are. Hockey players are tough. But bull riders? Bull riders are a different breed of people. Whew. They're cool. They're badass. So, I know this is a short video, but I just wanted to come on and thank PBR and everybody there again. Super sweet of you. Thank you for having us. I hope you enjoy the clips here and some of these photos from Matthew Allen Photography. Matt, again, thank you so much for being my date. I mean, really, that's at the end of the day. We had a great time. So Matt, thank you, and PBR, thank you, and the Worcester Centrum. I'm sorry, DCU Center. It was the Worcester Centrum for so long that it will always be the Worcester Centrum to me. But thank you for your hospitality and your everything. So thank you again. Enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this week's conversation with Christy Huff. If you haven't listened to that yet, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, really anywhere. It is there. It's up for your enjoyment. Thank you again. There's no whiskey review this week. Maybe not next week either. Chris and I are trying to figure out our schedules to bring more of that to you. We do have some great stuff coming. Heaven's Door, 3 Chords Bourbon, 3 Chords Whiskey too. We have another one that's being sent to us. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, but I want to thank them. They know who they are, so thanks. And happy birthday to Luke Combs. Luke's birthday today when this comes out. That's it. Thank you for Dirt Road Scholar Supply Company, Matthew Allen Photography. for everything. Soul Authentic, we've got some things going on with them. Check them out. They're on our website. Yeah, and until next time, guys, thank you all so much. Thank you for being huge supporters of this show, and for the YouTube channel. I know we got a slow go, so for the 10 or 12 or 30 of you that watch these videos, I appreciate it so much. Just keep spreading the word. Without you, we couldn't do this. So thank you so much, and until next time, keep the boots on the ground and the whiskey in the glass, guys. Cheers.
Some of the greatest athletes in the world. From border to coast, 40 of the greatest are here tonight in Massachusetts with one goal. That is Fort Worth at the end of the season for a chance at $1 million and a PBR world title. What do you say? Let's make a welcome to the Worcester Rumble. Chasing that elusive first qualifying ride. Uno from Cornwall is the bull now. Dalton Ruthven rode this bull for 85 and a half in Lexington, Kentucky. Keep your feet down. Well, you saw the clock stop at 2.15. He slacked it. So one part of it is you gotta have your hand in the rope, one hand in the way. Coffee in a cup, I got arrows pointing up, I got 3 seconds kind of love. One a day, rolling with my friends, nights that never end, do it all again. What a day. Alright, we're going to Guatemala. Another bull rider to PBR. From that part of the world, Rodrigo Melgar. It's been a minute since we've got to 8 seconds, and no better time than the present to get back on track. Last year, Sioux Falls, South Dakota was the last time we saw him make the 8. Matched up tonight against Flash from H&D and Nicky Williams. They rode this bull both times he's been out on the Velocity Tour. Let's make it 3 for 3 here tonight. And Worcester, you know what it takes. They put him on the clock now. Like my partner Scott Grover told you just a few minutes ago, no matter what happens, he's got